we got him. We just came in here and put a play on him and gave him the business. So we just set up our camp. This is Colorado 2025, third season mule deer and over-the-counter bull elk. I drew the third season deer tag, and this is going to be our first camp. We're going to go back in here another 1.5 miles or so and see what we can come up with. The good news is that we're here and camp is set up. The bad news is I'm in short sleeves and it's warm. So hopefully the deer, hopefully the elk are out and about and moving, and we can turn some up on this trip. But should be a good time. It's been a few years since I've been hunting in Colorado, so excited to get her done.
We got some up that looked like a deadhead from a pretty good distance away. And at this point, I can confirm it's a deadhead. Just no antlers. But we're actually gotta get back up to that hill up there, one of these trees. But pretty good little walk. Stretch my legs a bit. But yeah, it's an elk, just a cow. This spot sucked. It's actually a really good spot. There's just no deer. We've seen a lot of hunters. There's actually some just down there. You can see they're orange, but gave it last night, no deer. So 4 or 5 this morning. One of them might have been the same deer. So 4 or 5 this morning. And now we're gonna jump back to camp. Our theory is that we're too high in elevation. But with this hunt, these deer, these elk are all migratory. So you start high, and if it's not working, you'll work your way lower in elevation. So that's what we're doing. High didn't work, so now we're gonna move lower.
Well, new spot, new camp, new unit, technically, new unit, and very lower, a lot lower in elevation. Saw a couple deer from camp, saw a big buck in the back of a truck at the gas station a couple miles up the road, so good signs from there. We've almost seen more deer here than we did at our last spot, and we haven't camped yet, so should be good to go. We're just wrapping up right now. We're gonna shut this generator off and jump up the hill and see what we can find.
Just glassed up a buck up on this flat ridge up here. It's a pretty nice 4x4. Not what we're looking for on this early part of the hunt, but he's definitely a good buck. He could come in, in the next day or two. There's some does down in here. He could definitely come down and start running does, but he's more of a last day buck than a first day buck, but probably a 160-ish 4x4. He's also on private, so that kind of hurts as well. We're more to the east over here is the non-private, but whatever, he's only a couple of 100 yards onto the private, so he could easily come down here. Like I said, he's not what we're looking for right now, but he's something to keep our eye on for later in the hunt, perhaps. But good find, Kade.
was a good morning. We found a lot of deer. I think 34 is our final count on deer. A couple of small bucks, 3 or 4 small bucks in there, some spikes, some little 2 points. I think the biggest thing we saw this morning was a 2x3. They're all around us. They're in the flats, they're on the ridges. So there's obviously no snow here right now. And I think what's kind of hurting us is the warm temperatures. The deer are down lower. I'm not sure if the big bucks just aren't low or if they're holing up in the black timber during the day and coming out and checking on the does at night. But I feel like if we keep at this, sooner or later the rut's gonna kind of start kicking in and it'll pull some of these bigger bucks out long enough to make a mistake and get one found and shot. So everything's looking good. This is definitely a better spot than our first spot was. So we're gonna stick it out here. Got all kinds of different places to go look at tonight and in the next few days. But we'll start zeroing things in and we'll get it done, I'm certain. We're just pulling out of our camp. We're not going somewhere else to camp, but we're gonna go check out some new areas for this evening's hunt. Just trying to keep our options open, trying to measure what the hunter density or volume is in some of these different spots, what the deer volume or density is. Just trying to keep our options open and see what the best places are. We don't want to get too locked into one place right now. We want to continue to look and see what our best options are. So we're heading out, and if we see something we like, we may stay for the evening hunt. If not, we may just designate it for tomorrow or that type of thing. So we'll see what happens.
Just got 4 more. One's a little spike buck. We're at, I think, 33 deer so far this morning. Probably close to the same number of people, hunters. They're just everywhere. There's deer everywhere. There's hunters everywhere. So that's the good and the bad. We're seeing a ton of does and little tiny bucks. There's definitely a lot of deer that have moved into this area, but I think with the number of hunters, it's going to be tough to turn up a big buck right now unless the rut kicks in and we can pull some of those big bucks out of their hiding places. But we're seeing a lot of deer. We're really optimistic that we're going to be able to find a shooter buck, but man, it's just frustrating with all these pumpkins on every ridge. There's a truck, there's a hunter porch, just everywhere. It's frustrating, but we're gonna stick it out. We're gonna find something.
Kade just glassed up he's a mediocre buck. He's not something we're interested in shooting, but he's only 300-400 yards away right over here. Now maybe 400 or 500 yards away. Should be able to get some good video. We'll put it in right now.
Morning, actually. Back at the truck right now, trying to pick up a few more deer. But this morning, really good morning. 90 deer. One morning. It's one of my better mornings of glassing, but I'm pretty whooped, pretty tired. Gonna crack open an Apex Predator Energy. See this? That's good right there. Cherry lime. It's the best flavor they got, in my opinion. If you disagree, that's okay, because they're all pretty good.
Just heading back to camp. I think we saw 90 deer this morning. Definitely a good morning of finding deer. Kade asked me a minute ago what I thought of this spot. Was it a good spot or a bad spot? You know, I said I love it, but I hate it. You know, we saw 90 deer, that's great, but we didn't see the right deer. And that's really ultimately all that matters, is finding the right deer. So we could find one deer in a spot if it's the right deer, and it's a great spot. So it's a good spot, a lot of does. There ought to be some big bucks showing up here anytime. We saw one, I don't know what he was, 130, 140 type of little 3x4. So he's looked to me like he was kind of migrating down the mountain, going to the winter range. So we're gonna keep at it. We're gonna go look at some other spots this afternoon. Keep scouting as we're hunting, and it's a good time. It's fun. It's fun to see a lot of deer. It's fun to see a lot of deer, but we just gotta focus on finding the right deer now. We just drove in, actually about an hour, and about as far as we can go. We had to zig and zag and weave our way through 14 miles of private property and public easements, but we're back here about to hike into where some guys told us they had seen a pretty good buck. Some elk hunters told us they had seen a pretty good buck last night. So cross your fingers, but we're gonna have to hike in about 3/4 of a mile up here. They also said that they saw some bull elk in here. There was a whole herd of them, so we could see that as well. So what do you think, Kade?
I like it. It's my favorite spot we've been to so far. We're here nice and early. There's a couple spots. It's nice we don't have to just bomb straight to our spot. There's a couple spots that we can stop, break up the hike, and give some of these other cuts a good look. And just kind of run a gun, hunt our way into our primary glassing spot. But it's, what time is it? Like noon?
12:20.
So we got plenty of time, man.
All kinds of time. Sun goes down at about 4:58, 4:55, something like that. Here in Colorado, we're allowed 30 minutes after sundown, so we've got roughly until 5:20, 5:30 until shooting hours are over. So
should be good. I'm super excited. I think we're gonna get something out of this spot. I really do.
A few minutes ago, Kade found a bomber buck. Says it's one of the biggest bucks he's ever seen in his life. Split back fork. I mean, he says it's really good. I never saw him. So we hiked up this bluff so that we can see the backside of this ridge that the buck was grazing towards. It's a north-facing slope. We feel like that's where he's most likely to come out. Fingers crossed, hopefully he does. I'd like to at least get some videos or pictures of him, but if he comes out, I think we can shoot him at 500-600 yards, so we'll see what happens.
This morning, Kade and I went up this direction and we were looking for that big buck that Kade saw yesterday. We never found him. It wasn't a great look. We were looking at one hill. That's the only thing we knew about that buck, and we didn't find him. So we're not gonna go chasing a ghost. He was a great buck. I would have loved to have shot him, but he's a ghost to us at this point. Fortunately, Kade also glassed up 3 miles in this other direction, literally 3 miles, a buck crossing flat, and we did get some spotting scope time with him. We got him on with our Kapture Gear. We got some crappy video. Maybe we can throw it up right now. It's not good video, but we know that it's a big framed tall buck, and we know about where he went to go bed. So we're hiking in up on some rim rock, and we're gonna be able to glass a couple of juniper pockets. This is really open country. This is more typical of their full winter range. So we think he's a big bodied old buck, and we're gonna go get on this rim rock and see if we can't glass into the juniper pockets that we think that he bedded up in. We like our odds. We think we got a pretty good shot tonight, so here we go.
Basically, the only reason that we have any idea what this buck could be is because of Kapture. Being able to put it on my phone, on the spotter, and take the video, and ultimately take it back to camp, put it on a computer, be able to zoom in, be able to really analyze it and look at the deer. And that's the only reason we're being able to go after this buck right now, is otherwise we'd have no idea what he was. So, huge thank you, Kapture Gear. Now we're gonna go see if we can find this buck again.
$619 yards. We came up here to this rim rock just like we wanted. We stopped back there and we glassed a different pocket and we found a buck, but he was just a big 2-point, which got us worried for a minute, but there was no way it was the right buck. This buck is bedded and it's 100% the right buck. He's a 4x4. He's heavy. I'm gonna put the BTXs on him right now and see what he is, but this is a buck I think for sure we're gonna be shooting here in a little bit.
We got him located. He's a solid buck. Kapture Gear right here makes it super easy to get solid video of it. I think we're gonna try to get a shot on him. He's bedded, great spot. Dude's looking right now to see what we can do for a shot. Right there, it's a little bit flatter. I think we can make it work. He's just bedded right there.
Dumped him, he's dead.
He's dead. We got him. Thanks to some major league glassing from Kade this morning. We just killed him at 619 yards. We got a pretty good crosswind. I had to hold a minute of wind, but he's dead. He's down, he's in the bushes. Now we get to run down there and go see what he actually is. Really excited. This has been a fun hunt. The season, this third season Colorado tag, it's supposed to be cold, even snowy, frigid. It's sunny. Look at me, I have 2 long sleeve shirts on right now, and it's 3:48 in the afternoon. It was 61 degrees today. So we saw a big buck yesterday, saw him this morning. I think he's the caliber of buck that we wanted to shoot. I'm really happy. Kudos to Kade for finding him. And then we just came in here and put a play on him and gave him the business. Let's go see what he is. I'm excited. Big old body on him. I can't see enough of the horns yet, but looks like a good buck. I'm gonna take my pack off, my rifle off, and I'll pull him out of here so everybody can see him. But he's, the bodies on these things are just enormous compared to our bucks in Arizona. Kade just killed his, and I'll bet this has easy 30 or 40 pounds, maybe 50 pounds body weight on Kade's. It's just a bigger bodied animal. Super cool though. Let's get him pulled out of here. Nice big fat Colorado mule deer. Third season hunt. Just big old bodies on these guys. Look at that. It's been a fun hunt. Really fun. It's been hot, it's been warm. We've seen a lot of deer. And I can't complain about that. They're from about 9,500 foot elevation down to, we're probably at 81, 8,200 foot elevation right now. And they're just spread out. We saw this buck crossing a big old flat this morning. Kade found him 3 miles away. I had seen some does in the flat. Kade was looking for those does, and he put his binos up and found this guy instead. So really a pretty deer, a fun hunt, a great adventure. There you go. We got work to do though.